So we have P controller means proportional controller. P controller means proportional controller. Okay. So output is proportional to input. Equal to will not come. Output is proportional to input. Okay. Proportional sign we know. Ohm's law we know what is proportional. Voltage is proportional to current. Okay. Ohm's law. Now if we go for PI controller, proportional integral controller, output is, okay, proportional integration of input. Output is proportional integration of input. PD controller, proportional derivative controller. Output is proportional and d by dt of input. Proportional as well as d by dt. Next, PID controller. PID controller means output is proportional, integral, and derivative of the input. Okay. So here actually it will come as output is proportional to input. Okay. Plus output is integration of input. It will get divided as two terms. Here also output is proportional to input. This is one term, plus output equal to derivative of input. Okay, if they are two different terms, they will get added. So here three terms will come. Output is proportional input. This is one term, plus output is integration of input. This is second term, plus output is derivative of input. Okay, this is called PID controller. So P controller means only proportionality sign. PI controller means proportionality as well as integration. PD means proportional as well as derivative. PID means proportional integration and derivative. Okay. So now I will go with this. This is our closed loop system. You can see this is our closed loop system. This is the open loop system. System is nothing but this is the open loop system. Okay. And then a controller is present. You can add the controller here. You can add either P controller, PI controller, PD controller, or PID controller. Any one controller you can add here. This is our open loop system. And this is our feedback H of S. Okay. So open loop system means G of S. Feedback means H of S. Okay. Feedback means H of S. Output is C of S. Input is R of S. Okay. We have a closed loop system over here. Okay. And after the summing point, after the summer or error detector, here the error signal will come. E of t is nothing but error signal. After the summing point, we will be having the error signal. After error signal, we are going to put whichever controller we want. Okay, proportional integral, proportional derivative, proportional integral derivative. Any one controller at a time. Okay. So for what we are going to do all this? To acquire the desired output. If our output is not satisfied, to get it properly, to overcome the disturbances of load, okay, and regulator mechanism like that. So we will put some controller in order to have some control on the system and get the desired output. Now this is about the proportional controller, P controller. Okay, proportional controller, I was telling P controller. And then here you can see Kp is the proportional constant. So output is nothing but proportional constant into error signal. In this diagram, if we are using P controller, okay, and output is U of S, after controller, output is U of S. So there we will have E of t and the proportional constant is Kp. E of t into Kp is nothing but output U of S. Okay, very easy. U of t is nothing but Kp into E of t. I explained in the diagram. This is about the proportional controller. So it is used for adjusting the gain. It can amplify, increase or decrease the gain, and it proportional responds to the size of the error. Now PI controller, proportional integral controller. Okay, PI means proportional integral controller. proportional, integral, controller. Now you can see plus sign is there. First term is proportional, second term is integral. First term is proportional, second term is integral. So here we are using P controller. Here we are using I controller. Okay, P controller, I controller. And we are multiplying the constants with E of t. We are multiplying the constants with E of t. Whenever I is there, integration will come. Whenever I is there, integration will come. Okay. So for example, E of t is there. Okay, E of t is there. If you make integration, okay, in the Laplace transform formulas, integration formula, this will become, okay, E of s if it is normal. Integration of E of t means it Laplace transform is 1 by s into E of s. 1 by s into E of s. D by dt E of t. D by dt E of t means s into E of s. S into E of s. Okay, these are the Laplace transform formulas. These are the Laplace transform formulas. Now we are using integration of E of t in this question, or in this calculation. We are using integration of E of t. So E of s into 1 by s will come. E of s into 1 by s will come. We are taking E of s common. Okay, E of s common and bringing it to LHS. Bringing it to LHS. So the constant, this complete is nothing but PI controller constant. This complete is nothing but PI controller constant. Okay, P controller means only KP will come. I controller means only KI divided by S will come. KI divided by S will come. Together it is KP plus KI divided by S. Now there is a relation between KP and KI. We can use like this also. These are not compulsory to be used. Okay. So here, let us assume KP equal to 1. This is the KP value. This is the KP value. KP equal to 1 and derive the closed loop transfer function. Okay. This is open loop transfer function for second order system. Open loop transfer function for second order system. Additionally, we are having PI controller means KP plus KI divided by S. KP plus KI divided by S. Okay. And here, these two blocks are in parallel. These two blocks are in parallel. Okay, parallel blocks. Parallel blocks. When you add them, what will become? KP plus KI divided by S. KP plus KI divided by S. Okay, PI controller. KP already I assumed 1. So 1 plus KI divided by S is the block here. 1 plus KI divided by S is the block here. Now this will get multiplied with the open loop transfer function. These two blocks are in series. These two blocks are in series. Okay. Parallel blocks we have added. You can see both of them are forward direction arrows. Parallel blocks we have added. Okay. Parallel blocks we have added. Both are in parallel direction. So I have written on the top of PI controller. I have added them, which is equal to. Then I have taken KP value 1. I assumed KP value 1. So this is the overall block present. And it is in series with the next block. So now those two will get multiplied. Then I have to apply the feedback signal means H of S. You know how to calculate the closed loop transfer function. Okay. So 1 plus KI divided by S. 1 plus KI divided by S. Then those two blocks in series are multiplied. Blocks in series are multiplied. Okay. Now we are going with the closed loop transfer function. Closed loop transfer function H of S equal to 1. In the previous diagram, H of S equal to 1. So what we have to do here, closed loop transfer function, this is G of S by 1 plus G of S H of S. H of S equal to 1. This is the overall transfer function of, okay, closed loop transfer function with the PI controller. With the PI controller. Okay. And other things are just additional. Just additional. What the PI controller will do? What the PI controller will do? What are the advantages you can see here? It increases order of the system, increases type number of the system, and it should be properly maintained. KI value should be properly maintained. Otherwise, it will make less relative stable system. Steady state error is eliminated. Improves the steady state part of the system. Okay. It improves the steady state response. It improves the steady state response. And steady state error is eliminated means ESS equal to 0. It increases order of the system. It increases type number of the system. Okay, PI controller, these are the advantages. PI controller, these are the advantages. Order increases, type number increases, ESS 0 and steady state response, it will improve. 4 advantages.